Namaste, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. I'm still laid up at the moment, just recovering. So this is a follow-on video from the video that I recorded yesterday evening that I haven't posted yet. I'm going to post both of these back to back, I think, because today's been a bit of a tough day. I've been in bed again today. Yeah, about 72 hours of, or more, 78 hours, just over maybe, of CRPS flares and cytokine storms, which lay you up in bed. It feels like you're coming down with a really severe flu. You just can't do anything when you're like that. So I'm just getting over that, recovering. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what this thing is on my head, it's not. I haven't been going jogging or anything. This isn't a sweatband. This is actually it's headphones. So it connects to these are the speakers. It's one of these sound bands. Basically, so I can hear myself and hear everything clearly on the audio. And it's also so I can lay down and use this as a really neat and tidy miniature hearing device, nice, comfortable to wear hearing device for. I go into guided hypnosis, which is it's on the playlist. The guided hypnosis by Sarah Dresser and Sarah Raymond. They're both really, really incredible hypnotherapists and meditation guiders, meditation guidance. They're very good at guided meditations and healing hypnosis. So I would definitely recommend you check those out. I've been using those a lot to get through. And I promised I would share all my tools and all my coping strategies and all my coping techniques. So all those who needed this, for free. And I'm going to continue with that promise. I apologise I haven't been able to do any videos for the last 3 or 4 days. Yeah, I've been laid up. But I will be back at it. And I just thought yesterday, I just made that video about everything being within, the kingdom of God being within, so to continue, the inner sanctum, the outer courtyard, and the inner sanctum of the heart. What Carla Ruckert was talking about is exactly what my spirit guides and higher self would teach me about before I started reading that book. Living the Law of One, 101, The Choice by Carla L. Ruckert. I would definitely recommend all of you to check that out if you haven't already, because there's some really good teachings there as well. During the reading, there's some really good teachings where my higher self comes through, and it's some great teaching for all of us. Quite profound. Now, so we were talking about everything. Everything is within. The kingdom of God is within. It's only when you close down the outer in meditation and hypnosis, and eventually, ultimately, when you transition, of course, when you really shut down. On the outer, well, then what happens? The essence that is within you, it's like the juice coming out of the orange. It's like the orange is this big, dense, gross medium of matter, mostly made up of water, but it's this big, clumpy medium that just starts disintegrating once you squeeze the juice out of the orange. The pith and the actual orange body itself, the body of the orange, starts to disintegrate, and it turns to compost. Okay. The same with our bodies. These are just human vessels. These are just physical vehicles that we use in the 3D realm in third and fourth density learning on Earth, just to complete our catalysts and to see how we react to our own tests that we pose to ourselves. And so what happens when the physical body dies? transitions, the spirit element comes out of the body, like the juice from the orange comes out of the orange, and the sweet juice, the sweet, light, subtle juice that's full of all the essence and the life of the orange comes out, and then the outer expression, or the physical, dense, gross medium body of the orange starts to decay, starts to deteriorate, starts to rot, and turns to compost and goes back into the earth. Same as our bodies. Our bodies do the same thing. These physical vehicles, these physical vessels, once the spirit essence leaves, which is the true you, the true aspect of the divine spark of source, once your divine spark leaves this dense body, 3D body, and once that cord is cut, that silver cord that attaches you to your heart, and there's two strands that comes out of the cord, although they both weave into one. One goes into your innermost heart, your inner sanctum, or the sacred seed of your heart that contains most of your spirit essence. Lots of people think it's in your pineal gland. Your pineal gland is more of a conduit, a consciousness controller, and a conduit, transmitter, receiver to source. Okay, so popular to contrary belief, most of your consciousness is not in your head, it's in your heart. Specifically, the spirit aspect of your beingness, your mind, body, spirit complex. So this, your soul, your body, this is a mind, body, spirit complex as Ra and Quo and my high self and many other people have channeled. This came through during the Quo material, during the Ra material, during many, many different types of material from many different channelers. Some say mind, body, soul, but it all means the same thing: mind, body, spirit, mind, body, soul. It's just my high self has a different way of explaining that through me. So I'm the translator of the information that comes through. I'm just the channeler. It just comes through from source, from my source self, my God self, as it were, to speak. So the kingdom of God is within, the light is within. Well, we now know that when the physical body dies, light is released. Photons are released from your head and from your body. Literally, photons leave you. And that's been proven now. And 40 grams, I think it's 40 grams, or is it 28 grams? I think it's 1 ounce. Yeah, 1 ounce. 28 grams, I think it is. Is it 28 grams an ounce, or is it 30? I don't know. I should know this, really. But anyway, the equivalent of an ounce of weight leaves you in the way of photons on immediate death. And they've measured this. I've told this story before, and it comes from within. That light comes from within, and it emanates out on points of human transition. So these 2 points of consciousness that weave into your silver cord, that connects your source self in the 7th density, your primary soul aspect, to this body, and the soul aspect that is in your body, or the spirit element, resides primarily in your heart chakra. But your whole physical body contains the consciousness of your soul. So your soul essence, or your spirit essence, is in every single cell in your body. And then on point of death, that spirit or soul essence, on point of the silver cord getting destroyed, or naturally being withdrawn, or some people call it the cord getting cut, but it's not like an entity comes along and with a big pair of scissors and cuts the cord. It's not like that. It's more a natural process of deterioration. Although sometimes when you're in the in-between state of life and death, and it's really all time to go, sometimes you do get caught on this cord, and one of the angels have to cut the cord for you. to release you into the spirit realm. And then all is left is the vessel, the human vessel, like the pulp of the orange, like the rotting body of the orange. The true essence, that sweet nectar, that sweet orange juice, has already gone back to source, gone back to your higher self, gone back to your primary soul aspect, in preparation for another lifetime. So the kingdom of God really is in, everything really is within you. We were talking about how the sperm and the egg create the initial, and when the sperm, which is within you, right, within you, meets the egg, which is within the female, right, masculine, feminine, divine masculine meets divine feminine, but it all happens within the female body, within the, within the uterus, within the womb, okay? And from the point of the sperm entering the egg, it creates the, is it called Spermatozoa? What immediately from the second that egg closes around that sperm, a flash of light happens, and that flash of light is the first spark of life of the new human vessel. It's when spirit enters that human vessel to give it that spark of life, to say, look, this spirit is going to be inhabiting this new human vehicle, this baby. Okay, everything is within. When you dream, where do you dream from? Where do you dream from? Within you. When you go on a psychedelic journey, when you do plant medicine, where does all of that happen? Does it happen outside of you? It looks like some of it happens outside of you. No, it's all happening within you. It's all happening within you. So your eyes and your ears and your five senses, there's really more senses than five, but there's five physical senses. When your five physical senses activate, all they're doing is they're picking up on signals and then translating those signals into electrical impulses, and it all happens within you. So when you look out and you see the universe, really all of that universe is happening within you. Can you see where I'm going with all this? Everything is within. When you meditate, you close the outer senses to the inner courtyard of the heart, energy center. Now there's the outer courtyard and the inner sanctum, or the sacred seed of the heart. The sacred seed of the heart is where you are aiming to get to. The outer courtyard is where you can do all your shadow work. You'll meet all of your shadow selves. You'll meet all of your demons, and that is where you will. That's where people get freaked out when they do silent meditation. Don't get freaked out when that happens. Try not to, because that's where you can do lots and lots of shadow work. When I'm in bed like this for days and days and days, sometimes weeks at a time. Okay, it has been months before. I've been in bed for many months at a time before, like this. Although I'm not expecting that to happen this time. I've strangely enough, although this has been the most brutal flare that I've had in a long time, maybe ever, I've still got an inner faith. I've got raw faith. I've got hope. I've got belief that I'm going to get better. I'm going to keep on teaching, even from my bed if I have to, in the meantime. So everything is within. You dream from within. You have a shamanic experience within during plant medicine. It all happens within. You dream from within. Your essence, your spirit, your soul is within this body, this physical, dense medium. Everything happens within. It's all about the inner spirit experiencing through the outer expression, the inner etheric, electromagnetic, etheric, subtle body experiencing through the physical, dense medium, outer body, and the outer world, the inner world of unmanifest spirit non-physical, is experiencing the outer, gross, third density, 3D realm of this very dense experience that we're all sharing right now. And it can be bloody tough. It can get bloody tough. And I can tell you this last week or so has knocked the crap out of me. But I keep on going. We keep on going because we came here for a challenge. We didn't come here for a ride in the park. If we wanted a holiday, we would have gone to a different realm, a different galaxy. Well, just a different realm. We would have gone to the 5th or 6th dimensions, or I don't know, or maybe even if we wanted a real holiday. Many mystics from time to time incarnate as a tree, believe it or not, every so many lives, just to get like a holiday, a tree in the middle of a rainforest somewhere, just for a few hundred Earth years worth of holiday. It's like a meditation in between spirit work, in between light work. You can see how that could be like a holiday compared to the busy life of being spirit, and being spirit incarnate and physical in the 3D realm in particular. This earthly life, this human life, is not easy. It was never meant to be. It was meant to be extremely catalyst driven, catalyst filled. I don't know how much time I've got left. I never know how much time I've got. I have verified my phone number now, but I still don't know how much time I've got. I better leave it there. And I'm pretty exhausted as well, so I'm going to leave it there and get some rest. But I'm going to post these 2 videos now. The first video is from yesterday evening, and then this one's from just now. Okay. I'm going to leave you in the love and the light of the one infinite source, of whom we are all an equal aspect of. Namaste.